Welcome everyone, Stormy Sensei here. Tonight we're going to be playing some more Triangle Strategy. Where we last left off, we were in a land of sand and sun. We were the envoy to Hyzante to see kind of the diplomats back home. And while we were there, we took a tour of the Ministry of Medicine, and we foiled the plot of some heretics in their attempts to steal some research from the Ministry. And we got a new ally out of all of it. That music transition was so perfect. Was that intentional? Or was it accidental?
His diplomatic visit as Lord of the House complete, Serenoa returns to the Wolffort domain. Safely within Glenbrook, Roland and Huette retire to Whiteholm in the Crown City. Alas, there is no time for rest in House Wolffort, as Serenoa soon finds himself swept up in preparations for his wedding to Frederica. Dragan, meanwhile, presides over the blasting of a new tunnel at the Grand Norzelian mines.
Chapter 4, A New Dawn. Okay, I'm actually Chapter 4 now.
That should be the end of that bothersome bedrock. Investigate it at once.
What in the name of iron?
What is it? Do we require more explosives?
No, Lord Dragan. You best come see for yourself.
What the? It couldn't be.
Oh, I hope there's iron in there. I'm worried that there's actually going to be no iron in here.
That settles the wedding program, then. We still must decide upon the wedding dress, however.
Not we, Benedict. Surely the lady herself must decide. What do you desire, Frederica?
Well...
Hadn't you mentioned wanting to dress in the Rosellan custom for the ceremony?
Then you'd best ask the Roselle about that. There's a Rosellan village here in the domain.
Really?
I'm sure they'd
We
make
haven't
you a
brought
dress.
this up to her yet.
West.
But what of the other nations in attendance? Surely Hyzante would not look kindly upon it. Lord Simon, is it true that you assisted the Roselle who fled Hyzante during the war, and that you then granted them asylum here?
Aye, that is how the Roselle came to live within our domain.
It was a source of great tension, but in the end, Lord Simon's perseverance prevailed, and a group of Roselle found new homes here. To this day, the Holy State demands they be returned to Hyzante, citing their goddess's teachings as justification.
The roots of the conflict run deep. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect those who we have sworn to take under our wing. Should you choose to dress in the Rosellan custom, we shall stand behind you every step of the way.
Is that so? Then... I see not how I could refuse such a kindness.
I shall accompany you to the village. To tell the truth, I have never been there myself. It would be a good opportunity to get to know them, to strengthen our bonds.
As is your duty, my son.
Rosellan custom it is, then. Let us depart at once to make the request.
Aye, all of us. Ooh, I can't wait to see what they come up with.
They finished with the story stuff. I realize now that I didn't actually reply to or welcome people into the chat. We had Captain Falco come in, and your troopers, Chomper, and Jinx. Welcome, everyone. I haven't been able to keep up with with the story sessions. And who has got time to think about JRPGs? All this Russian crap going on on the brink of World War III. We'll see about that. I think that money talks a bit too much for that to really be a reality. Alright, no side quests out here. I also want to see if we have anything else in the encampment. Like any new mock battles. Love not war. That's what we need more of. We got more stuff now. Combating mages. You get iron as a reward for this.
Moving up.
But if
I won't let you down. As you command.
To battle with pleasure. Leave it to me!
How do I see what her movement is? Movement to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting over there anyway. Also, why is there an item already there for me to grab? That's so tempting. Who is this super fast mage that's here? That was the healer? Oh, interesting. Okay, so we're going to mostly focus on this side over here. How was Unite? It's pretty good. How'd you know that I played some Unite? Unless you're talking about yesterday's stream. Oh, okay, you're talking about yesterday's stream. It was good.
I won't lose!
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't know if I'm ready for all that. I can go here.
The hunt is on.
You won't beat me! Push on through!
Oh, he's weak to that.
Let me heal your wounds. Allow me.
You have my thanks. Time for some research.
Does this silence them? No, it doesn't. Being able to silence a mage would be pretty nice.
A cold wind blows. Most interesting.
Have I ever played Dragon Age? Dragon Age is actually like one of the first things that I put on this channel.
Time to work.
I love Dragon Age.
Allow me.
Charge!
I will go through if I must.
Dragon Age Origins. I will admit that I haven't really played Dragon Age 2, like at all. But I have Inquisition and 2, and the DLC for the first one.
I've been waiting for this!
Together.
Like I've done pretty much everything there is to do in Dragon
Cool
Age.
heads shall prevail. Allow me.
Thank you.
So, it falls to me. I see through you.
One damage. One damage critical hit. Oh no. They're so physically weak.
Time to work. It's over. Victory is within reach. You won't escape. Sound strike.
My turn.
I'm guessing you played on console then, rather than on what's it called? Instead of playing on PC. I played Origins on PC first, and it was like not that bad. It's actually only really difficult when you play it on console.
This can't be!
Because when you play on PC, you're able to like pause and you can like tell your units to move to a different
Shall we begin?
location. So like, for example, when you go into that area where there are all those wolves attacking you and they're the
I'll take you on.
and you got like all of the what am I trying to say? All those like bear traps are around. You can just kind of like make them all move to the right location every time. Oh, I could use... Oh wait, no, I can't use any of these. Yeah, I don't have enough TP.
Time to work.
This is the end.
We didn't actually earn too much kudos from that. I kind of want to know if you're able to get the same rewards over and over. Because then, instead of buying the materials, I'll probably farm these missions for it instead. You're right, the text is way too small. Like, when I have to read the stuff, I actually, like, zoom in and show that on screen. That was actually one of the complaints that I did when I played the demo and took the survey afterwards, was that their text was too small. So it's probably the same problem that you're having with Bravely Default 2. Like, I read the descriptions of the moves once or twice, and then after that I just kind of know what I'm doing and I don't bother reading it another time. So if you're watching the later battles, you know, you have no idea what I'm actually pressing, you know? And I'm not yelling out air slash and, you know, stilt edge and slit edge and, you know, all these other things, constantly explaining what it is with all the like texts appearing all over the screen. I think we're out of money, right? Because I think we have the materials for most of this. Alright, I want to test this out. So I can get fiber from the second mission here. I want to see if I can get this a second time. Do combat narration? Yeah, sure, I can do that. I won't be as energetic as like most of these modern day JRPGs. Alright, so this mission we've already finished. It's like a pincer attack, so you got these enemies on this side, and there are a lot of them, and these enemies on this side. So you don't really want to get cornered, because in this game, if you hit someone, and then you have an enemy on the opposite side, then they follow up attack, and so you take double damage. Also, a hit from the back is a guaranteed critical hit, so you definitely don't want to get surrounded. If you get hit, if like you're surrounded by 4 enemies, then you're basically getting hit like 8 times per round, which probably would kill pretty much anyone on the team. Do I really want Roland here? I put Roland in last time because he has high mobility, but I think I would rather have Serenoa here instead. Roland is my high mobility, like spear knight. Serenoa is the main character. He probably deserves to be in more of the fights than usual. The reason why I have the characters chosen as selected, these are the favorites from the these are the favorites among chat. So this is my favorite, the bowman on a flying bird, and we got the tank that demon chose, the ice mage that's chosen by John Dura, and Gila is also a John Dura favorite, and then Anna is Chomper's favorite. And then I don't have another one, but the other options are the main character, the Lance Knight on a horse, our buffing unit, and our fire mage. We're probably going to get some new characters pretty soon as well. So the plan generally is going to be to bum rush these guys up here and try to surround them. This guy is a little tankier than usual. We're also a little bit higher level than the last time we tried to take on this group. We also got to pay somewhat attention to our turn order. So I'm going to move this slow mage that goes at turn number 11. Way down here you can see the turn order. Because this archer is going to go at turn number 10, and he actually is in range to hit this space, but by the time he does that, I'll be gone by then. So I think that's my slowest character. Actually, no, 14 is even slower, so I'm gonna put them over here as well. There we go. There are only two options, Jinx, by the way. It's true or false.
Your orders?
So Anna's our super fast spy. She has pretty decent range and attacks twice per turn. So I'm wondering if I land over here, will I be able to throw poison? Because they'll be in range. Yeah, they will be. Oh, maybe they won't actually. Oh, they will. Oh, wait, no, I can't. You can actually see that the arc of me trying to throw it hits the wall. The game is kind enough to actually let me know that this won't work. In Final Fantasy Tactics, you would just put in the action and then it would just hit the wall and it would just be over with. Like, you wouldn't be able to know that it wasn't going to work ahead of time. So you just had to kind of know what your angles were. Let's see, what are the turn orders? So the enemies in the back, the archers are faster over here for the most part. I'm a little worried about Huette here. He's probably going to take a lot of damage here because this guy's going to walk up and hit her in the front. And then, okay, thank goodness. So actually, this bowman is going to probably walk up and hit her from the back for a guaranteed critical hit. And then afterwards, this guy's going to walk up and hit her in the front. So that's not very good. But what can you do? I could block his path. A little mix up on the strategy here.
Suffer. You won't escape.
Protect the archer.
Impossible!
And that's that follow-up I was telling you about.
Here I come.
The red lines going from the enemies to me indicate where they'll be able to hit me. So I'll be safe if from everyone except for this archer by going there. And there's not really any other safe location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with the blinding arrow on this guy, because that's going to cause Anna to do a follow-up attack.
From this range.
And also if he's blind, then he's less likely to hit me.
We win. Sound strike.
And then I'm going to move to this one location that makes me safe from at least the archer.
From where shall we strike?
I could kill this guy now. Is that a waste of a turn? Because Serenoa is actually pretty strong. I could get a guaranteed crit on this guy and get a follow-up attack as well. Or I could delay this guy's turn. 12. What happens before? I think that this is... it's pretty far away. And actually gets to attack another time before then. And so is this guy. And I can actually... so the plan is I'm actually going to run up with this guy and taunt all of these so that they hold the aggro. Or so that they aggro only him. So for this turn I'm going to use this here. And delay his turn.
I'll make this quick.
Going from 16 to
I've been waiting for this.
22 instead. I'm not really able to hit enough people with provoke, not as many as I would like to at least. Okay, am I able to kill anyone? If I walk up to this guy and hit him, then it kills him. And then what happens after that? Anna moves next, I believe. These bulky guys go first. So if I don't kill this guy, then Anna's going to get follow-up attacked on by one of these. So it's probably for the best that I go ahead and kill him here.
Time to die!
We win.
She's still going to get follow-up attacked on by him anyway. Oh, actually, he didn't. Oh, he went for that. Yeah, that makes sense. Rather than hitting Anna, because he could have hit Anna, and then this guy would have follow-up attacked. But instead, he got the guaranteed critical hit against the enemy or the ally that has lower physical defense, and then cause another follow-up attack. This doesn't really matter too much because I can heal him almost completely full with my healer here.
Be at ease.
Ever played Fallout? I played Fallout 3 for like 2 hours. So no, not really. The positioning in this game is kind of weird, honestly. Like, in most games you have like it's an accuracy check. Whether like if you're attacking from the front, you're less accurate, right? In this game, it's a guaranteed crit if you go from behind. So when you're ending your turn, you don't want to face your enemies. You actually want to face like away from the wall instead, because that way you have the least number of places to get critically hit from. Alright, so I want to hit these two mages here, or these two bandits here. So I'm going to use Icy Breath, which causes an area of effect damage and also freezes the area. Freezing the area lowers the accuracy of enemies that are on that area and also lowers the movement speed. So like you won't be able to move as far. I'm actually going to move first. Am I going to move first? Where do I want to go to after this? There are 4 enemies this way, 4 enemies that way, but I think one of them's a healer. Here, this one's a healer. I'm not that worried about the damage from that. I'm gonna move to this location because this guy, I don't want to get hit by him. He's a big one. Anna moves pretty soon here. After that, these guys all attack, and then Serenoa eventually. I wish that he were a little bit faster. If he were faster, then I would move to this square right here with him and use Provoke, because it hits everyone within a 2-square radius. And then all of them would be attacking only me, and wouldn't be attacking my squishy mage. But unfortunately, he's too slow, and both of these people will have already moved by the time it's his turn.
Come on!
Oh, no.
I'm kind of stuck here
Your
now.
orders?
So now I'm getting, I don't get a backstab because he's facing away from the wall. But since I attacked twice,
Allow me.
I might be able to kill him
Have
here
another!
if I don't miss.
Allow me.
Have another!
Easy enough. That's one fewer turn I have to worry about. The other's almost dead.
Here I come. Darkness engulfs you.
You've made a grave mistake.
Carefully.
5, 11, 13. Let's hit this guy in the back with the delaying strike. If I use Hawk Dive, does he die? He doesn't, unfortunate.
Wait your turn. That hit the mark.
You actually do more damage as well when you're attacking from higher ground.
That was close! Come at me!
I think I want to taunt these guys to whatever extent that I can. I want to taunt as many of them as I can. So this gives me 2 good ones here. Because I kind of want him to get off of Gila here. So now, even though she's cornered, now because I accidentally put her in a pretty bad spot there. But it's okay because it will, she's going to be fine, most likely, just by staying here. Because the enemies that would have attacked her anyway are going to be, are going to move away from her.
Now then, to work.
So this guy's actually furied right now for the next 2 turns, so I'm not actually worried at all about them trying to attack me. So I will do this area of effect damage here. Or do I want to kill these? I can kill this guy, actually. That's turn 3. So it'd be better if I do it this way here.
Come on!
I messed up there. And that enemy definitely should have walked up and killed my guy. I faced it this way, and I should have faced to the right, because I ended up getting hit in the back.
Victory is within reach.
Following up!
Allow me. Victory is within
Over here.
reach.
So he's blind and furied, so he
Nice
misses,
try.
which is perfect.
Time to take flight.
And I could kill this guy. I'll get a follow-up attack from this one though. If I backstab him, so one thing I'm also considering is like getting kudos. Serena's actually pretty hurt here. Who else is really hurt? So is Cordelia, or Corlin. So this archer guy's gonna come next. He's probably going to hit this guy and probably kill him because of this follow-up attack. So I'm going to use my restore here on him. It actually might still kill him because it does 45 damage, but just in case it doesn't, I'm going to go ahead and heal him up there. That's a one-time per battle use item.
Much better.
And then I'm actually going to get the high ground because you have more range when you do it this way. And I'm going to hit him with a blinding attack. I'm going to go one square backwards just in case it gives a back attack. There we go. So that gives me more kudos.
You'll get no mercy
And
from
if it
us.
blinds him,
This
then
battle
that's
is
perfect
won.
because that means he'll do less damage to the mage. But I still end up taking that critical hit, which is unfortunate.
The situation is grim.
Who's after me? Oh. I didn't realize that would do that, actually. So, this guy way over here is after me. That's really bad. Man. If only I could get in the way, but he's an archer, so I'm not going to be able to stop him. Well, this guy's 7, 13, 10.
Parry.
He dropped some goodies on the ground after he died.
I shall do what I can.
So instead of actually like moving to a favorable position, I instead moved over the items that he dropped so I could get more loot.
You won't beat me!
And I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to provoke these two enemies so they only go for him, my tank,
Look to my
and not
shield!
my squishies. And luckily he didn't miss, so that's good.
So, it falls to me.
And I'm going to just attack because I actually don't have enough technique points. I gain 1 per turn, and I'm at 1 right now. I'm going to do this here.
Together.
And that's my ice working against me. I actually had lower accuracy because I was in the ice. Who comes after me? This healer, followed by... Okay, I'm actually going to stay here. No one's going to attack me because they're all furied. They're probably going to come up and heal the big guy, which they do. The last mission that I was on actually had a kill the main boss in order to finish the mission.
Following up.
But that was the only one that I've had so far.
It's over.
Following up.
Nice try!
Here I come.
Just die already!
Attacking from high ground gives me more range, so that was
Situation
just
is
a
grim.
no-brainer. Killing this guy will also kind of a no-brainer.
This ends here! You're wide open!
He's still got that blindness, which causes him to miss that one. He's filled with rage, so he's going to try to attack him there. And I was
Let
actually
me
wondering
heal
what would
your
happen there. So that archers can't hit adjacent squares. They have to hit at least 2 away. So even though he was adjacent to me, he didn't do a follow-up attack as an archer.
my thanks. Time for some research.
And I've been waiting to do this for a while. I can use this Frosty Fetters in order to silence this enemy, which is the healer, which stops him from healing the, what's it called, for a while.
I'll take you on! Got something up my sleeve.
My turn.
Allow me.
Have another!
The hunt is on.
The situation is grim.
Oh yeah, you are at pretty low health. I didn't even really realize that. Next turn I'll have Gila heal him. Yeah, you have to be adjacent in order to get the follow-up. You can't, even if you're within range, so if you are a lance unit and you're with 2 squares away, you won't get the follow-up. I think that's how that works.
Falls to me. Yes, very effective.
I've been waiting for this.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Over here. Yes, very effective.
My turn.
This'll hurt.
Over here.
Oh, this poor guy.
Time to take flight.
We're actually going to not kill him for a little bit because I want to see what this item is down here.
Time to work.
Once again, the ice kind of stopping my movements.
Shall we begin? Be at ease. My apologies.
Now then, to work. A cold wind blows.
I'll take you on!
Sprint increases my movement, so I'm able to go like additional squares.
Here I come.
Defeat is not an option.
My turn. Let me heal your wounds. Allow me.
Much better. Now then.
I think that the game kind of has some sort of like EXP farming
I've been waiting for this.
mechanic, or like tracking, because The actions that I took at the beginning that were giving me like 100 experience points are now giving me like 5 experience points.
No! Here I come.
I just really want to get that.
From where shall we strike?
Now he can die.
Wait your turn. Ha ha!
Alright, we did all that just to see if we got an extra fiber from that, and we do. We actually got 2 instead of the 1. So we now know that when it comes to farming for equipment and like materials to level up our characters, we can grind these if we wanted to. We gotta be careful not to do it too much, because otherwise we'll out-level the story content. I've been actually liking the difficulty curves so far. Doesn't give money though, so even though we have what we need now, like we have the fiber now that we were missing before, but we're still lacking in the cash. Hey there, Pika the Musician. Welcome, welcome. The demo should be free, like, forever, I'd imagine. Wow, we have 114. I was about to say. Let's see. Move an ally's turn directly after your turn. That's broken. Critical blow, guaranteed a critical attack. That's not that useful. Alright, we got more lore to read through now. Alright, let's see what this one is here. Alright, so this one is Secret Tactics Scroll of Earth. Archers and Arcanists attack from afar. Their objective is to wear down the enemy from a distance before the infantry move in to strike. This strategy is best at mitigating casualties. Unfortunately, Arcanists tend to move slowly and have difficulty casting spells in succession. That's true, because most of them cost 2 TP. So at best you can, do 2 in a row, and then that's it, you're done. And you have to wait a whole turn basically doing nothing. Is fiber part of our Saltiron War plot thing? It's just an item. It is a material that we use for upgrading our characters. Although iron and fiber and like wood and silver and textiles and all sorts of things are used for the various characters. This is like many a commander to instruct infantry to move in first and weaken the enemies, for the archers and arcanists may deal the felling blow. This tactic, however, incurs great damage to the front lines. It advised that commanders allow archers and arcanists to prepare before sending out the vanguard. Advancing is not the same as attacking. Patience can be the key to victory. I do that all the time, actually, where I just kind of move within the enemy range so that only 1 or 2 of them get to attack me. One must be aware of the position of their archers. Archers are easy to avoid a shot from the front. Loosing them from a higher elevation increases their range and impact. I didn't realize that it also did more damage. I thought that it was just range. The opposite is true of lower elevations. An archer's position greatly affects the power of one's forces. A diagonal shot is more likely to strike true. That I also didn't know. Diagonal is better than straight on? That's a little surprising. He who has the high ground has the advantage. Furthermore, magic spells are each tied to an element, and their power varies by opponent. Choose which spell to cast carefully. Magic stones, each imbued with an element, have the same effect as spells. With these in hand, any soldier can play the role of Arcanist, using them well to reduce the burden of your spellcasters and diversify your tactics. I hate consumable items, so you won't see me use too many of these spell stones. It pains me when I have to use healing items, even. So you won't see me use that too often. Alright, shield bearers and healers are key elements to a solid defense. I use these probably more than anything else, the shield bearers and the healers, but are unexpectedly difficult to use. Many commanders have failed to leverage them wisely on the field of battle. Shield bearers excel in defense and generally placed near the main force or leaders to prevent sieges and flank attacks. Many of these units can push back enemies with their shields, which is particularly useful when facing stronger foes. Shield bearers are essential units to have up against a rivaling general. Relentless attacks have costed me victory, but solid defenses never have. Only a fool attacks first and protects themselves later. A good defense must become before a good offense. Healers are units that can cure their injured allies. Most commanders therefore wish to keep them in the rear of their main force, but enemy attacks can usually reach anywhere healing magic can. In general, healers should be made to wait at the rear and advance only when necessary. Once their job is done, they should make a quick retreat. Though this sounds cumbersome, healers are responsible for keeping their fellow soldiers alive and are especially vulnerable to enemy attacks. Commanders must therefore pay attention to their movements, for if they fall, the entire army will likely follow suit. Healing avails no one on the battlefield, and victory, caution is king. Hastiness avails no one on the battlefield. Alright, let's learn some history here. The Saltiron War, one of the fiercest wars raged in the realm of Norzelia, can be roughly divided into 3 periods. Before its onset, the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost secretly contacted the Kingdom of Glenbrook and asked for an alliance to break Hyzante's monopoly over salt. Glenbrook agreed. Wait a minute. That's literally what we're doing right now. Like, we forged an alliance by having Frederica marry Serenoa, and then forced Hyzante in order to get in on this in order to break their monopoly over the salt. I feel like history is just repeating itself. In exchange for the logistical support and permission to march through the kingdom, Glenbrook asked Aesfrost for joint governance of the source. Oh boy. On the day the war began, the duchy's troops proceeded through Glenbrook and declared war on Hyzante as they rushed the Holy State's capital. Hyzante barely had time to close its gates, and the goddess's shield protected them from the onslaught. But their forces were unprepared, leaving them no choice but to take the defensive against Aesfrost's iron might. In hopes of turning their position around, the Hierophant sought the aid of the clan that made their home in the northeastern reaches of modern-day Glenbrook. They called themselves House Wolffort. Really? Oh, interesting. So we do know that Wolffort, which is our domain, is actually on the border of Glenbrook and Hyzante. Simone, lord of their house, heard the Hierophant's plea and made their way to the Holy State with a small but elite force of warriors. Their bold attack broke through the duchy's encirclement and forced them to retreat to the border. This effectively destroyed Aesfrost's hopes of an early resolution. I see. So that's why it lasted for 30 years then, huh? The exploits of Serenoa Wolffort changed history. From that point forth, the Wolfforts, which had been no more than a small clan in the area, became a key to altering the course of the war. That's pretty cool stuff. Here, this is part 2. The fighting came to a standstill with Aesfrost and Glenbrook on one side and Hyzante and Wolffort on the other. The war affected not only those on the battlefield, but all of Norzelia. Oops. Before long, the salt reserves in the duchy had amassed in anticipation of the war began to dwindle, and they realized they could not last much longer. The salt reserves that the Duchy of Aesfrost had amassed in anticipation of the war began to dwindle, and they realized they could not last much longer. In Hyzante, the Hierophant succumbed to illness. The Saintly Seven quarreled over who should succeed the Holy One, and the city ascended into chaos. It is rumored that, during the turmoil, the Roselle revolted and fled the source. Nothing was made official, but the rumor was likely true given the subsequent state of the city and the army struggles. Despite the growing fatigue of both parties, all nations involved were reluctant to retreat out of fear of public backlash, so the war dragged on. Battles small and large were waged, and the fight at the renowned citadel of the Sands among them. Details of the damages are still unknown to this day. The people and soldiers of all nations suffered greatly over the 30 years that came to be known as the Saltiron War. Learning more about the world. I do love me some world building. Okay, on with the story. Let's do some Rosellan investigation.
Greetings and welcome, Lord Serenoa and Lady Frederica. My name is Jerome. I bid you welcome on behalf of the Roselle.
Head of the Rosellan village in Wolffort Dements. He is deeply respected by the people.
And congratulations on your engagement, as well as assuming lordship of your house.
You have my gratitude. We hope you will continue to lend your support to House Wolffort.
You have my word. I owe your Lord Father a great debt. Though, even were that not the case, you are engaged to one of our own in Lady Frederica. Few things could bring us more joy. We shall make the finest dress you have ever seen.
On that subject, I have one humble request. I would like to incorporate this pendant into the design.
Is from her mother.
The pendant you're never without.
'Tis one of a kind, left to me by my late mother. She was one of the Rosellan refugees who fled Hyzante during the war and found her way to Aesfrost. In a twist of fate, she fell in love with the former Archduke, and thus was I born. In secret, of course. After I was born, she was sent back to Hyzante, where she met her end.
I see why it never leaves you. Pray fashion the dress in this pendant's image.
It shall be done, my lord. Let us delay no further. Lady Frederica, please step inside, that we may take your measurements.
Thank you kindly.
The measurements may take some time, Lord Serenoa. Perhaps you'd care to take a stroll and see the village while you wait.
I'd very much like that. Thank you.
Alright, so we zoom out and pan the camera around because any sparkling thing on the ground is an item for us to pick up. And I do believe that it sparkles no matter how far away it is. So I think I saw something over here. Yeah, I saw something over there. Anything else? Anything else? I thought I saw something over there. Unfortunately, the little sparkly things that are kind of floating also kind of sometimes look like the sparkles you're supposed to pick up. So it can be somewhat tricky. Now that I've had kind of that bird's eye view, you kind of zoom in. So far there's been a cat in every area. Wonder if there's some sort of significance to it. Lord Simone offered us his protection without a word about our origins or our troubled history. His generosity is boundless. We'll never be able to repay it. Falls me to keep their land free from harm, no matter what the cost. Your hair certainly does make you stand out, my lord. Why don't we don't get many visitors to our fair village? That's funny because like everyone's made such a big deal about Frederica's hair everywhere we go, but here I'm the one that stands out. We came to this land in the midst of the Saltiron War, desperate to escape Hyzante's extraordinary cruelty. Your father then granted us asylum in our hour of need, shielding us from further harm. I would have done the same. We have a duty to help those in need. I pray the day comes soon when you no longer require protection and are free to live your lives unfettered. I intend to honor that. Let us work together and make a land that is prosperous for one of your people. I talk about we have a duty to help those in need. Gotta be all anime hero-like. It hurts me to hear that, my lord. We will never forget what we owe you. We swear to you, we will do right by your land. Father granted the Roselle asylum in our lands. Though they once hailed from Hyzante, they are now as much a part of Wolffort as anyone else. Though we may be under House Wolffort's protection, we dare not leave the village. Oh, that's how awful. The goddess's faithful will haul us straight back to the source if they catch sight of us. That's a really, really terrifying reality. There's too much. I mean, this is developed by a bunch of Japanese, adults. I don't know how much they, know about American history, but there's a lot of parallels between the fate of the Roselle and the fate of, black people in America over the history, especially early history. Being in the land of liberty, that was also the last place on the planet to abolish slavery. Well, not the last Western place to abolish slavery. And even the concept of being dragged back to your enslavement, even though you're in a place where you're technically free, it kind of reeks of the Fugitive Slave Act. Even compared to modern day trauma, being a fugitive and fleeing your country to someplace better and being what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Discriminated? Not really discriminated, but you're kind of singled out in the society that you go to. They just don't get it, you know? They're all learn our language and stuff like that. And not oh, you were a doctor where you were from, and you don't really have that opportunity where you're here, because, we don't accept your degrees or your language. The Roselia child. It's no fun staying in the village all the time. I want to go play somewhere else. My mother gets mad if I go too far. You'll be able to venture further afield when you're older, and when that day comes, I'll show you both around the events myself. I think it's pronounced domain. I keep forgetting how that's supposed to be pronounced. No one says that in modern English. That's because you're precious to her. You do well to heed her words. There's plenty of fun to be had here. I'm sure your mother would be pleased if you took up hunting or fishing. I mean, it's either 1 or 3. So what I really want, like what I would want to actually say is, hey, now that I'm the lord of this land, I want to one day make it so that you can go wherever you want. And I think 1 most aligns with that. So I'm gonna go with that one here. I really want to see all the big ships of the harbor. Yeah, my word. We'll look at the ships you like. Just do as your mother says for now. I can't wait to grow up. Made our home here in the valley in hopes to not be discovered. We'd lay our land to use the lay of the land to our advantage, like. It's just so simplistic. Like the fact that just outside of the border, obviously you're on the map, and it's just so obvious that you're on the map. You don't have to worry about like, oh, the draw distance on this game is like so bad. Like you're not really worried about the graphics at all because, you know, it's cartoony enough. But if you look closely, like everything's so beautiful. Like each of these 3Ds, 2D, HDs model sprites are like so good. We play together almost every day. Today we're climbing the ladder to the route and playing lookouts. What? To the route? What route? I think we've talked to everyone, but usually we get 3 pieces of information everywhere we go. So it's a little weird that we didn't get that this time. So there might be a door somewhere that I didn't enter in. Or did I talk to this guy back here? You must be strong and vigilant if you want to maintain the peace we have enjoyed on these lands. Oh, there is a door here. Okay, what does Anna say about this? The Roselle share a portion of the forest bounty with House Wolffort every year, as thanks for their safekeeping. The quality pelts and fresh fruits make for a significant portion of House Wolffort's capital. Oh, that's good to know. I had no idea. I'm eternally grateful to House Wolffort. We would not be alive today if not for your protection. As a steward of this village, I pray that we can work together to ensure a lasting peace. I couldn't believe my eyes when Roselle arrived in the domain during the war. I had never seen anything so downtrodden. Moves me to the core seeing them thriving peacefully in peace times after all they went through. Now we just gotta keep going. I regret to say that this is my first time visiting the Roselian village. I'm happy to see that they've flourished under Simon's protection these last 30 years. Even going into this room, there was not another piece of information to get. Is there another door that we missed? Or are there only 2 pieces of info in this segment here? Anyone hiding in these trees? Secret doors anywhere? Don't necessarily want to get too savvy. Like, just because a couple of times that's the information that I got, doesn't mean it will always be the amount of information that we get. But you are locked off from dialogue choices in the future if you don't have the right information. So it's pretty important to make sure that you're pretty thorough here. And that's why I waste so much time running around in circles. That's why it takes us like 2 hours to finish one chapter. Alright, I think we're done here. I don't think there's anything for us to do. Oop, actually, let's take a look at the thing we picked up. Marvels of Norzelia. Situated on the edge of the Hyzalian Desert, the Citadel of the Sands is the Holy State's first line of defense. It has been the site of countless battles throughout history, including the vicious border skirmishes of the Saltiron War. During its importance, one of the Saintly Sevens has always overseen its command. After the Saltiron War, Minister Norzelia assumed the position and began to work on developing the Citadel into a trading post. To think that a place that has witnessed so much bloodshed can transform into such a peaceful hub of commerce. Life truly is full of surprises. Perhaps that is why, though Hyzante rarely gets visitors from other lands, here I often catch glimpses of people whose providence I cannot discern. Perhaps it is only my imagination. And we got 2 new pieces of information here. Meanwhile,
do you understand just how dangerous it is for a young prince to go gallivanting off on a whim?
Punish me if you will. But if I hadn't gone gallivanting, I never would have learned the state of things outside our own kingdom.
Oh? Well, if you are so interested in international affairs, then I have a fitting role for you to play. You will oversee the Grand Norzelian mines.
Father, it would be a privilege.
I fear that punishment would provoke no reflection, and so I would rather put your energies to work for the kingdom.
I shan't let you down, Father.
I am not blind to your feelings, my son. I understand that my methods vex you. Nevertheless, I ask that you stay out of harm's way, and give me no reason to worry.
Of course.
Mining is grueling, thankless work. Show the miners the appreciation they deserve.
I shall. You have my word.
The necessary provisions have been arranged, Your Highness. You are to deliver them to Dragan.
Father, may I bring Lord Wolffort? It is his job to oversee the operation after all. And his closeness with Dragan may engender goodwill.
Dragan is Frederica's cousin.
I know you trust him a great deal, Roland. But I would remind you that his betrothal now binds him to Aesfrost. You would do well to be wary of any move he or his house might make.
So you share Franny's views on the matter. Nevertheless, Serenoa is a friend I could never hope to replace. A friend I trust no matter your opinion of him.
concerning words, Your Highness. House Wolffort must be subject to the same scrutiny as any other.
Roland.
Bring these tidings to Gustadolf at once. Is that everyone? Good. I have important news for all of you. What you see before you is to be seized by the Duchy of Aesfrost. You shall not speak of this beyond those in present company. Any who do will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
But, Lord Dragan, are not the resources we mine destined to be shared among nations?
This matter is not up for debate. A discovery of this magnitude could reshape all of Norzelia. And so I ask this of you. Stand with me, as I lead this great realm into a new era.
Oh, Dragan couldn't be trusted?
You risk much giving us these orders. I shall do exactly as you say.
I thank you. I have already sent the Archduke a letter informing him of our find. When I am appointed Prime Minister, I promise to reward you all handsomely for delivering me such a boon.
You are to be Prime Minister?
Or Ambassador to Glenbrook, perhaps. Time will tell. Either way, with this I shall make my mark. And do what neither Father nor Gustadolf ever could.
So a little bit more backstory about Dragan, if you're just now seeing that god for the first time, after they say something here.
What news from Dragan, dear brother?
So Dragan is basically the cousin of Thalius and Evelyn and Frederica and Gustadolf. His father and their father were brothers, but his uncle was the old Archduke. And so therefore he's part of the royal family, but he's the lesser house of the royal family in Aesfrost. And it's kind of, you know, put him in a bad state. He's like always super ambitious, and he invented dynamite in this universe, and he's using it in order to do this joint mining effort. But apparently he's backstabbing the other two nations and is giving it all to Aesfrost. He's using all this in order to move up in power in Aesfrost's mind.
I never dreamt our hypothesis would prove true.
So you take him at his word?
I have no choice. The spy I sent to shadow him corroborates his report.
And? What are his demands?
He wishes to be named Prime Minister in exchange for secreting it away to Aesfrost. Negotiations with Glenbrook are in the offing, should I refuse.
So he means to threaten you?
He is stronger than I believed him to be. Certainly what he has uncovered is worth the price he asks. What would you do, were you me?
Keep the secret safe, naturally. Did you not send a spy for this very reason? Surely expected this would happen.
I did, and they have been issued emergency orders.
Then leave the rest to me. I shall depart at once.
How fortunate I am to have a brother who knows me so well. Ah, Dragan, you will rue the day you dared place Glenbrook beside me on the scales of your feeble judgment.
Oh boy.
I hand down the orders. Yield or be crushed beneath my heel.
I fell asleep. What happened? What was the last thing you remember? Oh, so you didn't watch you didn't see any story stuff today. So we went to the Roselian village, and we just talked to a bunch of people, and then we discovered that Dragan, who is one of the royalty of Aesfrost, and is also the lead engineer in the mining operation here in Glenbrook, is going to betray us. And he's actually got some sort of materials that he found in the mine that were unexpected. And so he's really full of ambition, and he wanted to threaten the Archduke of Aesfrost and say, hey, I know this really cool thing that's in the mines. I'll give it to you in secret if you make me the Prime Minister. Otherwise, I'm going to give it to Glenbrook. And then the Archduke, you just saw this scene just now, basically was like, what are you talking about? I'm the Archduke. Like, I'm not going to... Well, he doesn't say this to him because they're exchanging letters, basically. So he sent a letter saying, hey, I'm going to send this to you if you play ball. But then the Archduke basically was saying to himself, hey, I'm the Archduke. Like, I'm going to basically kill you and keep the secret to myself. So we don't know what's going to happen with that, but let's go back to the Roselian village where Frederica is getting a dress made for herself for our wedding.
The dress measurements are finished at last. I applaud your patience.
Is it exactly as you hoped?
It is indeed. I can hardly wait to see it finished.
I am glad to hear it.
There you are.
Prince Roland. And you wet besides. What brings you here?
We were looking for you.
We inquired around Castle Wolffort and heard you all had come here.
Has something happened?
Father has asked me to keep watch over the mines. Won't you join me?
You scarcely need ask, of course.
A wise course of action, seeing as you will be overseeing the mining operations.
And we can present Dragan with the gifts we procured abroad.
A fine opportunity to get to know the man better. He is quite talented, is he not?
He is a man with grand visions for the future, that much is certain. I shall tell you more of him along the way.
Then let us waste not one moment more. To the mines!
I'll have the dress ready in time for the ceremony, my lord.
You have my thanks, Jerome.
Serenoa and Frederica journey to the Roselian village so she may be fitted for her wedding gown. The young lord gains an unexpected moment of quietude while he waits. However, Roland soon arrives with orders from King Regna to inspect the Grand Norzelian mines, where Dragan has made great progress.
How will Gustadolf respond to my offer? I should think there's but one logical answer. Should he refuse for some reason, I will need Father's aid. I must apprise him of the situation.
Lord Dragan, Prince Roland is here from the Crown City.
What's this? Prince Roland and my friends of House Wolffort. To what do I owe the honor?
Apologies for the sudden nature of our visit, Dragan. I have come on Father's orders to offer our sincere gratitude, as well as to observe the mining operation.
Splendid! The miners will no doubt be heartened by your highness's presence.
Does the mining continue apace?
Indeed it does. There are no problems to report. And what of your trip abroad, Lord Serenoa?
It was most enlightening indeed. We even brought something for you. I do hope it's to your liking.
A portrait of the goddess herself, drawn with... Is this dyed salt?
It is. I understand they're used as talismans in Hyzante.
This gift would fetch unfathomable value in the duchy. I cannot thank you enough.
It is enough to see you happy.
I am glad our deliberations were not in vain.
Dragan, I believe it was you who said the future is in the hands of the ardent youth. We are of like mind. Let us shape the future together.
Indeed. That future is close at hand.
Man, I wonder if he's, like, feeling kind of bad about deceiving us, given how, like, earnest we are and naive.
I suspect we will reach across the border and ask for your cooperation in due course.
And I shall gladly assent.
Yes, we eagerly await your offer. Now then, I was thinking I might examine the quarry.
Wait, Your Highness! One of the tunnels caved in but a few days ago. I would advise against entering just now.
Did you not assure us moments ago that the mining continues apace?
The miners are working to repair the damage as we speak. It is simply too soon to allow you inside.
Was it caused by a blast?
It was, in fact. We were perhaps a bit overzealous in attempting to remove some of the bedrock.
I had no idea your explosives were so powerful. How do you make them anyway?
I would love to tell you, Your Highness, but I'm afraid we must keep some of our secrets. What I can say is that salt is a vital ingredient.
Surely you jest.
I thought you'd be surprised. I could scarcely believe it myself at first. A gargantuan tome in the archives opened my eyes to the many uses for salt, beyond seasoning our daily dishes. And now I pass what I've learned to you, Lord Serenoa, as a token of my gratitude for your visit.
The power of salt.
'Tis a compendium of my research on the uses of salt. I encourage you to peruse it at your leisure.
Wait, I don't get it. How come... Well, I guess he's not explaining how he's making dynamite, because that's a new thing that he just invented. But he'll give us the research on all the other things that salt are used for. Because I was confused for a moment, because he said that he would keep some of his secrets, but then he just handed over all of his secrets. But I guess dynamite's not in there.
I most certainly shall. 'Tis a most valuable gift.
Fascinating indeed. I too would like to read it when you're through, my lord.
I look forward to hearing your impressions.
At any rate, I see the sun hangs low. Shall we save a tour of the mine for the morrow?
Yes, perhaps that would be best.
Yes, of course. I shall prepare entertainment and lodgings for your party at once.
The mines appear to be operating at pace. Perhaps I'll survey the operation more closely until my bedding is ready. So there was more stuff to explore. It just wasn't all in the next area, or in the area that I was in just now. Oh, that would have been dangerous. Definitely would have died. Stone, I like it. It's one of the materials I need to upgrade my materials. Mining schedules to the notes. A little bit of money. Must explore all. Yep. Gotta explore everything. Ah, that's a wall. How do I get back up? Ah, there we go. Is there anything else for us to get here? I think I see something over there. Yeah. How do I get over there? Looks like I go this way. Obtained Vanguard Scarf. Okay. That sounds like an accessory. Guarantees first action at the start of battle. That is so sick. Who would I give that to? Let's give it to our archer, because positioning is key for that character. Don't need to give it to Anna because she's so fast, she always gets the first move anyway. It might be nice to get the healer in there, but you kind of want to give it to like someone with kind of middling speed. Give them to like a safe zone. Or you can give it to a mage so they can get 1 extra TP. Decreases damage when being hit from behind. Oh, that's pretty cool. That shouldn't really happen too often. And I think that I got all the items that are sparkling on the ground here. So let's start speaking to people. Also, I'm not noticing a cat here. Only miners past this point, sir. We're clearing rubble from the collapsed tunnel. The rest may be unstable as a result. We cannot risk letting anyone through. The mine itself is larger than I imagined. I believe my hawk could fly cleanly through the tunnels. I understand a few fights broke out between the miners of Aesfrost and Glenbrook at first, but such is bound to happen when 2 nations come together. Thankfully, they've learned to communicate, and now everything is progressing apace. The future is what we make of it, Lord Serenoa. May the partnership with your house prove long and fruitful. As I see it, the mines are merely the beginning. We have much work to do, and I pray to count on your assistance going forward. Must have been a hard journey to get here. The roads to the mine aren't exactly well worn. Watch your step as you return home. I never expected Prince Roland and the Lord of House Wolffort himself to grace us with their presence. It is truly an honor. Thank you for making the journey. Aesfrost is hard at work building the rail car that will transport the ore we take from the mines. Can you imagine how much more efficient that will make the process? Glenbrook's subject. I've come to deliver lunch to my husband and his fellow miners. They eat like horses, and yet I manage to make too much. Lord Dragan's father, Minister Svarog, is a capable man as the Archduke himself. By all rights, he should be the nation's prime minister, and yet he's performing glorified border duty in the middle of nowhere. Can't imagine he's happy about it. Svarog, that's Frederica's uncle. Minister Svarog is indeed as capable as the miner, I happen to believe. How did he end up being the steward of Twinsgate? It gladdens me to see a healthy contingent of miners from the Duchy alongside your brethren from Glenbrook. I was right to come with you. I do believe we succeeded in lowering Dragan's guard. We'll be sending the iron we mine here to the consortium. They'll want to account for it all, as they do with salt and all else. The mine here is under the jurisdiction of Claros. Never met a thing he couldn't sell, that one. Who's Claros? He was probably about to tell us that it's under the jurisdiction of Aesfrost, but then caught himself to say that it's Claros. Is there anyone hiding in a corner somewhere trying to give me some information? So that was the third piece of info that we needed, or that we could have gotten. I don't think we got these three down here. I've been teaching the others what I've gleaned from all the reading I did in the archives. We'll master the Aesfrosti technique, my lord. There's no shortage of practice down here in the mines. Yeah, we actually didn't talk to any of these. It's hard labor mining. I'll tell you, I don't see a man here I wouldn't want in my own army if it came to it. We're paid for the iron we mine, so I better break a big chunk of ore, or better yet, a rich vein. Didn't matter. They had no information for us. Still surprised, no cat. Oh, we almost missed out on being able to strengthen our conviction. Can't have that. Let's see what Benedict has to say. Despite the explosives collapsing one of the tunnels, mining appears to be on schedule. Running a mine, let alone one owned by 3 nations, is no easy task. The lack of unrest is a credit to Lord Dragan's leadership. To that end, indulge me with a hypothetical. Suppose you led this operation had an incident occurred. How would you respond? Seeing as it is joint accord, I would resolve the matter peaceably with Hyzante and Aesfrost's involvement. I would hear the problems firsthand from the miners themselves and issuing orders blindly. I would hear about the problems firsthand from the miners themselves. Issuing orders blindly from above leads to chaos. I would order an investigation into the cause and find the party or parties responsible. There will be no cause for bad blood between our nations. It's gotta be from the miners. Like, you don't want to talk get too high up in things like this. It just all goes crazy. Higher ups, like if you're involved with politics, you don't know anything about mining. You need to ask the experts. Meet the problem where it lives and deal with it directly. You have a good head on your shoulders and an admirable desire to lead. However, you do not operate in isolation. Hyzante and Aesfrost will see it as their duty to participate in the mediation process. So it'll be up to us to deftly navigate those waters. I shall bear that in mind. As Serenoa saying instead of Benedict. Little does he know. Little does he know. Alright, now we've talked to everyone. And gotten all the items. Alright. Let's conclude this exploration. So now we've done we've done our plot, we've done our exploration. Now it's time for battle. Yep, here it is. Recommended level 5. I think I'm a level 5. Let's see what other things I can do. No side quests still? This game needs more side quests. I have a lot of money. I should upgrade one of my characters. Especially since I'm about to go into combat here. I don't know how I got all this money, but I'm gonna use it. So if I got 3 more iron, I could upgrade Serenoa another way. Probably don't really need it, honestly. Like, these stats don't really matter too much. So I could update Roland. I could upgrade Benedict, but I could also upgrade Hewitt. In fact, I can actually do another one. Some stone if I want to upgrade my healer. Don't really need to upgrade my healer though, honestly. Is it better to have a couple of strong units or a bunch of okay units? I think it's better to have like a strong unit. Am I able to increase my max HP? I am. So I need fiber and timber. I don't think I have enough money to get both the materials and also get the upgrades. Fiber and tinder. And it's still sold out in the shop anyway. Fiber and iron is what I get from there. need fiber and timber, and I don't have timber. Missing stone. I don't want to do that mission twice to get iron for this. I mean, I could, but I'd level up too much. Like, I'm already the recommended level, 5 and 4. I don't want to over level. So I'll just go with what I've got. I could, you know, farm up a bit if I wanted to. It'd make me too strong though. Alright, to combat. Let's finish off chapter 4, which is taking a bit longer. I did it a bit more fighting than I used to.
No word from below, you say? They haven't tried to flee, have they?
No, sir. I've not seen a single soul emerge from the mine.
Very well then. I shall make contact with them myself.
Was that? It came from within. What is the meaning of this? Aesfrosti's soldiers. Why are they at the mines? No. Did he see through my plot?
Clear the mine. Leave no survivors.
So this is how they respond. Those dogs.
Yep, saw that coming. 9? Wow, I'm allowed to put 9 people on here?
As you command.
That's the whole brigade. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got this slow-moving, super slow-moving guy over here. Some of these quick guys over here. Oh, we got 2 over here. That's gonna be our first priority, get rid of these 2. Range 2 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so if I go here, this will be good. And then, oh no, why are you all the way up here? Dude, why? What's my requirement to win this battle? Oh wow, really? The defeat condition is allowed Dragan to fall, and he's literally all the way up here with the enemies. And I bet he's going to just charge them too. Like what? All right, so we're gonna have to have a couple of our fast people go help him out here. So mad. He's throwing. And he's a mage too, with like no defenses. Oh, he has high speed though. 25 is actually... Okay, I thought it was good. It's actually very average. Like he's just a normal speed character. Yeah, so the tank's gonna have to go in there, and then you draw the aggro. My buffer is going to have to be there. My healer is going to have to be there. Serenoa can kind of, you know, be around, whatever. He doesn't have to be over there. He's fast enough. He's too slow to be over there. Alright, I think this is good. I think that my mages are actually going to be fine over here. Versus 20, right? 19? Okay. He's so slow. If only I had haste on Benedict by now.
Protect Lord Dragan!
Oh. If you end your turn without moving or using a command, the time until your next turn will be reduced by the following amounts. No movement, 10%. No commands used, 10%. Both, 20%.
Time to take flight.
So I'm going to do the more accurate thing, which is 87% accuracy. And hit this guy and run.
From this range.
And I can fly, so I can just kind of go anywhere. Random archer is able to hit me from all the way over there, though. So let's go to this square instead.
Time to work.
Now I have to overextend to save my dummy. But Anna's not really much of a tank, though. I mean, it's better that she dies than the person that makes me get a game over by dying. For real? How am I supposed to stop that?
For victory!
If it's a fight you want. Very good.
There we go. Hey there, Browash. Really close to buying it. You can get the demo, and then you can play all the way through Chapter 3 for free, and then transfer your save data over. So I think that it's pretty good. I've been really enjoying the game so far.
I see a path to victory. Stay composed.
Good. Very good.
I've been waiting for this. To victory!
This is my first mission where I have to like
I shall do what I
protect
can.
someone, and he's like being really dumb, and like he starts off the battle being basically in the enemy fields already.
Many thanks.
So it's pretty problematic.
I fight for peace.
For the good of all.
Our victory is assured.
Now then, to work.
Too obvious.
Nice, miss. They're trying to kill my escort. I mean, he did kind of
Battle
threaten
is ours.
the nation, so I suppose that's fair.
From this range. The winds of change are blowing. Your orders?
Yeah, this is a pretty bad situation here. 9, 6, 11. What's my tank gonna do next? 15. We got Roland coming up soon, so that's good. Kind of want to rush these archers more so than anything. Maybe I can just poison 2 people. I do have the high ground. It's a battle mage. I thought that was a healer. Should probably be a little bit more cautious there. Speed cost 12. What's my jump stat? 4. So close. I needed 5. Oh, I could get up here. Is that a good move for me? Yeah, I think it's fine. I wonder if 4 means that I'll be able to jump, or if I won't be able to jump.
Charge!
Charge indeed. A lot of people are able to hit me here, but I do have hide and defenses right now. Still able to hit by like everyone. If I go here and use rush, I'm not able to actually use rush from there.
Brace yourself!
For the honor of House Wolffort.
That hurt a lot. Are you super dead? No!
Glenbrook!
So many crits. He was still able to hit me from there?
Curses! What's going on? Don't underestimate me!
This is all your fault. Roland went down because of you. He just died. Yeah, he did. It only took 2 hits too. Like he had buffed defense and everything.
I shall try my level best. I have your back.
I can do it.
As long as he's retreating, then it's okay for me to also retreat. We are faster generally than the enemy team is. That hurt a lot.
I'll show you what I'm made of.
Let me heal your wounds. Be at ease.
Thank you.
Okay, it does still work. I was wondering about that.
I will end this. With the powers in me.
Where was I?
I feel like I should move first, just so that my movement isn't impaired.
Freeze! This is quite the discovery.
That hurt.
This battle is ours. Darkness engulfs you.
We must tread carefully. I'll take this.
For the honor of House Wolffort.
That was close.
That was close.
Curses! What's going on?
I see a path to victory.
I'm glad that you see it.
My turn.
One more! We can win this!
He didn't kill.
I've been waiting for this. I'll be your shield.
Only one of them. How unfortunate. We're getting kind of cornered here.
But my research! Cool heads shall prevail. Allow me.
My thanks.
I fight for peace. To ashes. For a better world.
Really?
My turn.
Suffer.
This will prove useful.
How convenient.
Shadows conceal me.
That was like the perfect
Time
time
to
to
take flight.
level up there. I wish that I'd known I was going to level up. I would have actually gone on the other side. Serenoa. Versus 13.
I'll make this quick. And another! If it's a fight you want, allow me! Ha!
I see a path to victory. It is time to strike.
We'll get him yet.
I will end this.
I can't believe this guy's still alive.
Allow me. I'll take you on. Time to die.
won't escape.
Shall we begin? Your wounds are healed.
Much appreciated.
This battle is ours.
Curses!
What's the point of Hawk Dive? 65 power compared to 45 or 50. But it doesn't delay though. 16 plus 20. This guy's going to go on turn 36 when I hit him with this.
I'll make this quick. Ha-ha!
Follow my lead.
If it's a fight you want. Ha!
Ow. He's really about to die. That's so crazy.
I cannot die. Not until I make my dreams for the future a reality.
Time to work.
I fight for peace. Two ashes.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Thank goodness my healer goes next.
It is time to strike.
Our victory is assured.
I see the threads of battle more clearly.
I'll take you on!
Am I allowed to use this on this guy?
Much appreciated.
Yeah, yeah.
Too slow! Ha-ha!
Cool heads shall prevail.
Allow me.
Many thanks.
Now stop dying, please.
This isn't good. Yeah.
Curses! Wait your turn! That hit the mark. You're wide open!
To lead, I must grow.
No.
Really?
Not here. If it's a fight you want, don't underestimate me!
Why are you moving towards the archer?
Your orders?
Please just stop throwing, is all I ask. That's all I've ever asked.
You won't catch me.
And he turned his back to him too.
Curse this!
Allow me.
How am I supposed to play with this guy? That's 6.
For the good of all.
Aye, I'll keep on then.
I shall try my level best.
Oh, that's what Birds of Prey does.
Let us steel our defenses.
That'll do!
Cool heads shall prevail.
I mean, I have to literally chase this guy and keep him healed. I want to heal my archer.
Be at ease.
Apologies for the imposition.
I won't give in.
Come at me! Come and get me!
Oh, that actually worked out for me.
Thought you had me.
If it's a fight you want, don't underestimate me!
I think we're gonna... Oh, why are you getting closer to the archers and the mages? Run towards your allies. I keep on wanting to say that we might actually win this, but then he keeps on throwing. At least he dodged that.
Allow me. Here I come.
Have another!
This isn't good.
Let us pry out their weakness.
How are they able to hit me from so far away? Yeah, an archer and a mage here.
All for victory.
How gracious.
Shall we begin?
He's at full health. I guess I'll not heal him this one time. Guess it's time to lose.
Allow me.
How is this guy a genius?
Thank you.
I mean, he invented dynamite. That doesn't make him a combat genius. Just makes him a science guy.
I've been waiting for this! Time to die!
May I?
When did Gustadolf muster up such a force? But I know I am in the right. They will not take me so easily.
I ain't that slow!
Your orders?
This'll hurt. Victory is within reach.
Have another! I love the battlefield.
You won't escape. Sound strike.
Have another! Ah!
Alright, 20's not bad.
You traitors!
We mustn't let our guard down.
Alright, we finally got Hewitt to safety.
Yeah! Let me show
It
you
will
what
not
I've learned.
be good if my tank dies here. You're weak to fire, right? Yeah, you totally are. I could kill this guy though. He's turn 7 though. I don't think I need to kill him again.
With the powers in me, we can win this!
I shall try my level best.
He currently has physical defense up and magic defense up.
All for victory.
That'll do!
I shall do what I can.
I want to heal you, Hewitt, I really do.
Be at ease.
I owe ya.
Well, this is our tank we're talking about.
I'll take you on! Time to die!
My turn.
I wish I could go over here. Then I could attack this guy twice. It's just 2 archers.
Allow me.
If it's a fight you want, the flames consume you. That seemed to do the trick.
Real?
We mustn't let our guard down.
Try to blind him.
You'll get no mercy from us. This battle is won.
He's so aggro. He's so aggro.
Allow me.
I shall try my level best. This should do.
Ooh. Cool heads shall prevail.
Can't even heal him here. Oh, but I can do this actually.
Your wounds are healed.
Thank you.
Your orders?
I won't fall here!
Allow me.
Die already!
I shall do what I can.
Just made it. Whew.
Be at ease.
Many thanks.
Knowledge is strength.
Come at me! Look to my shield!
Curses! What's going on?
Together. This battle is ours.
I agree.
Allow me.
My turn.
Into the shadows.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. This should do.
Had to carry Dragan. I really did.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Oh no, my jump is 3 even with the buffs. Sorry, Hewitt.
Allow me.
Apologies for the imposition.
Save your apologies. Literally throwing.
You won't beat me! Come and get me!
If it's a fight you want.
You couldn't even hit all of them? You hit one of them?
The hunt is on. I fight for peace. With the powers in me.
Ellie. Where is he facing? He's facing that way. Can't hit him anywhere. Special damage.
This'll hurt.
I shall try my level best.
You're open.
Not bad for losing a couple of troops in the
I
first
shall
turn.
do what I can.
I'm actually kind of stuck here. Heal myself? Do I heal my tank?
Your wounds are healed.
I owe you. Come at me! You're done!
If it's a fight you want.
This battle is ours. Yeah!
Have another!
I will end this. To ashes. For a better world.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Your orders?
It's so hard to get used to, like, the way that things work here.
You won't escape.
I see a path to victory. All for victory.
This is wonderful.
Shall we begin?
Be at ease.
Curses! What's going on?
Come at me! Away!
Time to work.
Time to take flight. Goodbye! My pride is my shield.
That was a pretty good one. Oops. Sorry for knocking that. Invigorating spice and uninvigorating spice. I have no idea what those items do. Iron, stone, fiber. Those are exactly the things that I needed. I'm glad I didn't farm for those. That would have been pretty bad. Dragan got carried. Super carried. We also got 2,000 gold, or almost 3,000 gold. We got a lot of points for all that. Like a lot of kudos. 50? I mean, I don't know if 50 is actually alive. It feels like it's a lot. We got like 1 or 2 per turn.
What is the meaning of this?
Why is Aesfrost attacking the mines? Are they gonna melt down their own forges next?
Incomprehensible. The miners have all been slain.
How? How did it come to this? Lord Dragan, you know something of this, do you not?
You've nothing left to hide. Talk.
I underestimated him. I never thought he would go this far.
Oh, even after I carried him.
Dragan, no!
There are survivors.
How dare you! Ugh. Stay with me, Dragan. Be strong.
Forgive me. Had I but spoken the truth, it would not have come to this. I thought, at last, I could step out of their shadow. That I had the upper hand. Father. Father. Forgive me.
No!
What in the world is happening?
We can do naught to set this right, my lord. Let us inform the king at once.
Hail! Is Prince Roland among you? I have a message.
Speak it now.
Whiteholm Castle is under attack,
Under
Your
attack?
Highness. 'Tis the Aesfrosti
The
army.
Aesfrosti army?
What in the... Damn it all! The hell is going on?
Control yourself. At any rate, we must confirm exactly what has happened.
Let us return to the kingdom. Frederica, my heart aches for you, but...
We've no time. I know. I am with you.
Would this did not fall to you, but alas. See to it that Dragan receives a proper burial.
Yes, my lord. Take care. The army has the crown city
Already?
surrounded.
Dang, they move fast.
Ah, a survivor. kill him. There you are, fair Dragan. What a pity that your dreams of being Prime Minister shall be nothing more than that. Tell me, does it pain you?
Lord Thalas, a word. The entire regiment of assassins have fallen as well. This bodes ill.
It matters not, so long as the miners have been slaughtered. Saves us the trouble of having to silence them.
But, my lord...
Enough. Dispose of our dead and be done with it. My brother will wish to hear that we did.
Aye, my lord. Shall we bury Lord Dragan as well?
No. Leave him to rot, or fill the belly of some mangy cur.
Oh my. Alright, a new dawn completed. Things are about to get pretty crazy because the demo that we did about a year ago actually took place during Chapter 5, so I kind of already know what's going to happen here. If you want to get a sneak preview, you could watch that stream. It's about 5 hours long, though. There was a lot of stuff that we could do there. The game went from 0 to 100 real quick. Yeah, we were talking about having a happy little marriage and all the three nations coming together in peace. And suddenly we were all backstabbed by the Aesfrosti army, and they're invading the castle, and they have this city surrounded. So yeah, that's how politics be sometimes, you know? Let's see, so this took 3 hours for us to do. I guess the next time we play this will be Wednesday then. Tomorrow we'll play Pokemon Legends Arceus, because I won't need to commit as much time on my Monday streams. Tuesday, Smash After Work. Wednesday, Triangle Strategy. Thursday, Smash After Work. Friday, normally I would say Pokemon Unite as a stream, but maybe Fridays can be Triangle Strategy. It's hard to say. Maybe I'll do Triangle Strategy and Pokemon Unite on Friday. Like I can do Triangle Strategy when I get home from work, and then we can do Midnight Unite later on. And then Saturday will be Smash, I believe. That would be, what, the 12th? I don't think I have anything going on. I think that the 12th and the 13th is when the March qualifier events for Unite take place. But it's very unlikely that I'm going to have a team together by then anyway, because like I need to have 4 viewers that are over the age of 18. And, you know, that's probably impossible. Good game so far. Very good game. Oh, I need to erase... someone revealed their age and it was, like, too young earlier on. I need to erase that. Before I forget. There it is. Where'd it go? I just got through seeing it. Well, I guess I used the dots this time. There it is. Found it again. Alright, so if you enjoyed today's stream, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. The plot thickens. We'll be back with this game on Wednesday. I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Take care and good night.